Hey guys, James here, and Death Battle is releasing a day early. I guess this is going to be something they're doing forward, where they will release the episodes on Saturday, or at least they're doing it for this one. They're testing an algorithm thing. But uh, today we are watching Shigaraki versus Mahito. I've been excited for this since it got announced at the Kickstarter. It had its doubters, and then when Moro showed up with the preview, everyone realized, oh shit, we are actually in for peak. I've been a believer since day one, baby. But yeah, this is releasing a day early. They're testing algorithms thing, and I forgot to mention there is my prediction video. But this is the first episode since Gojo versus Makima where the characters are not going to be put at moon or higher. We have characters that will be under moon level, presumably. There is a planet argument for my hero, but I doubt they'll use it here because God, you don't need it. That's also debatable if it's all the calcs is correct, but whatever. I am super excited for this. I've been hyped since day one, waking up and then seeing like this is releasing today instead of the 30th. God, yes. As always, the original video will be in the description. If for some reason you've not watched that, but you're watching this, you're an idiot. But I jest, obviously. But do watch the original episode before watching this reaction. And this is also the first time in a while, since like pre-RT shutdown, where the next time might actually genuinely be a surprise. Because so far, like, it's been like it's like either been something that was already confirmed at the Kickstarter, or it was like super obvious. Like Jono Joker, that was very obviously gonna happen. So that got announced wasn't too surprising. Among Guys, Ben had practically confirmed it before that, so that wasn't too surprising of an announcement. And then everything else has just been Kickstarter, or it's been Ghost Rider vs. Spawn, where it got announced at MagFest, so kind of already knew of that going in. But Shigaraki Mahito, I am super excited for this. I cannot wait. With everything we've seen so far, this is the best looking episode of them going independent. Like visually, this is the best looking. The animation for this is just so fucking clean. I love it. I love that Moro was on this and it's hand drawn. God bless his soul that he had to draw so many goddamn hands, but I'm so excited. I cannot wait for 1 o'clock. I want this 4 minutes to be up. And luckily for you, I will cut back to when the episode starts. So I will. Oh boy. Okay. Also, my root and bets are still on Shigaraki. I forgot to say that before the countdown started, but roots and bets are on Shigaraki. I doubt it'll change. God, yes, this looks so clean.
Shigaraki versus Mahito.
The symbol of fear versus the human disaster curse.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills.
They don't really give like descriptions at the start no more. That sucks. Oh well.
Tenko Shimura was
yeah, the editing here I already know is like clean.
Who loved superheroes.
But sometimes the hand of fate can't abide
like,
sweet
damn these
chivalry.
edits.
Ruthlessly beaten and abused by his hero-hating father, Tenko pushed beyond his emotional limits until he
suffers from
activated his
cardiac
inherent
superpower.
superpower.
League of Legends and Smash Bros. Player
Wasn't so
lives in a
cool like
society.
Predator's super strength.
He's 21.
His terror, he accidentally
I thought he was
killed
younger. I
his
thought he was like the age of like
whole
Midoriya.
70-year-old dad. That one was intentional.
Tenko wandered the streets alone, silently begging for someone, anyone, to help him. If only a hero was there to save him. But instead, the only open hand
These
he
ads
found
are so great.
belonged to the devil.
All for one. The greatest supervillain in history.
He took Tenko under his wing, feeding a hatred of everyone and everything, and grooming him to one day lead his League of Villains in
God.
destroying Hero Society.
With that came a new name, Tobura Shigaraki, and an absolutely nightmarish quirk, Decay. It does what it says on the tin. Anything Shiggy touches,
Fucking these edits!
fingers turns to
They're so
dust.
clean!
Perfect power for someone who just
Fear
wants to
aura.
destroy. Pretty
Reactive
innocent.
evolution.
Not for that store
Apply for
Polaris
hints of
costume.
fate, citywide range,
Sure
this
thing,
is
but
physical
come on,
matter.
They just look so dumb
This,
and fake.
okay,
Oh,
destroys
those
energy
aren't
attacks as
prosthetics.
well.
Those are
Ooh.
real hands from his family.
And
that he
dog.
killed, attached to his face, and explicitly commanded to be left there by his mentor.
They
so
maybe
he
try
would
putting a
never
paw on
forget his
Shigaraki.
Okay.
While his use of decay started off relatively weak, it rapidly increased in power and range as Shigaraki came into his own.
Decay isn't even limited to whatever he's touching. Anything that touches something he's decaying
Yeah.
also decays.
Spreading like
Deku
an
Asa, get that
all-consuming
shit outta
miasma
here.
That can wipe out anything from an enormous tower to an entire city.
If decay reaches you, your only hope is to isolate the body part that is disintegrating before it gets to something vital.
After years of training with the greatest supervillain of all time,
The final
Shigaraki
boss.
was finally put in charge of his own team with one mission. He must kill
Last
his
named in Hulk
master's
vs.
rival,
Broly,
the
what?
#1 hero, All Might.
Only to fall flat on his face.
Shigaraki was a terrible leader.
Yeah.
Quick-tempered, short-sighted, and, well...
Cringe. Oh, he's just so cringe.
Life is
He
like
just
a
gave her
video
one
game.
ironically.
Jesus
He
Christ.
whines like a baby when things don't go his way. He's the kind of guy who would say normie. in
Okay,
real
this
life.
is where the
In
preview
front of
ended
normies.
with
They say defeat
saying
is the
PogChamp.
greatest teacher of all. Only
So it's all
through
new.
struggle could Shigaraki manifest his dark conviction.
Right.
Oh, that's clean.
New protege,
I'm gonna keep
Zuko
commenting on how
Garuda was
clean these
coming
edits
into
are.
his own as well.
These two rivals, the inheritors of their master's blood feud, would push themselves past their own limitations.
Especially
DJ
when
Cook!
and All for One double KO'd each other, leaving Shigaraki to lead the League of Villains all by himself.
And with the stakes higher than ever before, Shigaraki stepped up. He personally
And
battled
led
the
into a
monstrous
war.
Gigantomachia for a month and a half straight, and conquered other villain organizations to create the Paranormal Liberation Front. Thousands of new soldiers for his
I don't think they also
personal
mention
army.
like the
To impress
members of
all
League
for
of
One's
Villains, like
personal
Togo
weapon,
twice.
Dr. Ujiko, who spent
You know,
months
Mr.
upgrading
Compress.
Shigaraki's body to make it more
Dobby.
like his sensei's. It might have been constant agony, but Shiggy went from Chud to Chad.
Ujiko's experimentation vastly increased Shigaraki's strength, speed, and durability, enough to match and surpass even.
This is
All
also
Might's
when
power.
his quirk
Sharing
evolved to
All
the
Might's
point
power
that I
between
believe
them, Deku and
to, like,
Bakugo
city
were
level
able to punch
ranges.
an island-sized hole in a cloud that reached 24 miles into
Yeah, and
the
they
sky.
count this
They've
already.
calculated that before.
Deku Asa!
80 million megatons of TNT. Almost
Just
as
say
much as the
teratons.
meteor that wiped out the
Just say 70.
dinosaurs.
And
Just say
Shigaraki
80
can now move
teratons.
fast enough that his
Okay.
body produces hypersonic shockwaves and can even catch laser beams.
And he's tough enough to survive Star.
Yeah, they
and
mentioned that, but
Stripes
didn't give a
Intercontinental
calc for the
Ballistic
laser.
Cruise Punch. Now
That's
for
rad.
for my penis. Moving to a gigantic Omega Storm. Anyway, it also
What do you name it that?
big it showed up against the curvature of the Earth.
Though he
I know they
might seem
changed this since
invincible,
Righteous
when
in
Shigaraki's
Condition,
body is
but what do you
pushed
change
hard
to
enough,
that?
He will evolve into a state of uncontrollable power.
So Decay became, oh shit, more hands.
Shigaraki can spontaneously
The
generate
Akira
flesh
reference.
into existence, seemingly oceans of it in an instant. Whenever
Jesus.
He wants. He can even use it as a type of armor to defend himself in close combat.
But that's nothing compared to Ujiko's
Oh, the
greatest
heartbeat
gift.
sound effect in that
Shigaraki
music.
wanted to be the new All for One. So what better way than the old man's quirk?
All for One's quirk, All for One, allows its user
Totally
to
not
steal
confusing.
and store quirks with just a touch.
And All for One has hundreds of them stored up.
God,
over the
I
years.
forget how raw
Quirk
these
is
manga
connected to
panels
a
are.
memory of its user's essence in the form of a spirit.
Yeah, so they
vestige.
though created from
These are
biological
their
quirk
souls.
factors,
They
that's just
exist in
described
this
as being
kinda
souls and
psychic
spirits.
world in
Even, okay,
Shigaraki's
yeah,
body,
they're
and can even act as a
they're
spirit.
considered
Best
souls
should be
and
invaded.
vestiges
And with
similar.
those vestiges came quirks like super fast healing,
Air cannon,
air
incense
blast,
light,
radio
radio
waves, flight,
waves,
telekinesis,
reflect, scatter,
teleportation of
surge,
others,
spring like
and the
limbs,
ability
magenta,
to track
vestiges,
codes.
warping,
They
mini
can even
war.
combine multiple quirks together, like in this big-ass electric Kamehameha.
However, any vestige
Shigaraki
stolen or
stole James
destroyed
from
will
Deku
also
specifically by
remove
stealing the
that
vestiges
quirk
of
from
rather than the
Shigaraki's
force
repertoire. They're
quirk
also
factor, proving that two are
sentient,
linked.
and some
Okay.
can even fight for
So yeah,
control.
they are further back in that. I feel like that's something that should be verbally described. I might have talked over it though.
He also got All for One's vestige. That means All for One was now in possession of a shiny new body that he'd spent the last 15 years molding for him to take over.
Yeah.
Shigaraki's entire existence
They're definitely going
was
to manga
planned from the
spoilers.
beginning.
That's fine.
Why?
It's
Because
expected.
All Might's previous mentor was Nana Shimura, Tanko's grandmother.
Oh, that to mess with all
Oh, now it comes full circle. I love it.
He manipulated Shigaraki's entire
Prove the
life,
legitimacy of the quirk
all
singularity
for
doomsday
one
theory.
purpose:
To decay all of Japan in a week, far stronger than All Might.
All Might's perfect world, allowing All for One to take full control.
But All for One's possession wasn't complete, and Shiggy managed to fight his way back to the top, literally decaying his way through vestiges in the process.
Yeah.
To fight his rival.
Oh my god, that's cool!
Despite Izuku's best efforts to save him, Shigaraki was too far gone. His spirit decayed by years of venomous hatred.
And the new symbol of hope defeated the new symbol of fear, burying All for One's grudge for good.
All that Shigaraki asked was to be remembered as the heartless destroyer he was raised to be, and not the broken, angry, crying little boy he really was.
Oh my god, this
deep
rundown's
inside.
actually awesome.
For just that one moment, though, Shiggy got in Deku the only thing he'd been denied his whole life. The one thing his lifelong nihilistic tantrum was really all about. He got a hero who tried to save
Oh,
him.
that's so cool. That's such a cool edit. Oh my god, that was awesome. That was such an amazing rundown. They covered the story so fucking well. The edit's so clean. Holy shit.
The privileges of
Oh,
the
that was
very
awesome.
privileged
I love
are no
that.
longer
I love that
exclusive.
rundown. Oh my god.
With Robinhood Gold, your annual IRA contribution
DJ and Liam are
boosted by
cooking.
3%.
Plus, you also get 4%
Oh my god.
on your cash and non-retirement accounts. That's over 8 times the national savings average.
They had to spoil shit, but that's a given. Shigaraki, you have to spoil stuff really heavily. Mahito, though, I don't think they'll get into like as much JJK spoilers as they did with like Gojo.
Investing involves risk. Rates subject to change.
No, Gojo, they didn't go too deep in the spoiler territory either. Mahito, they'll probably mostly stick to like first 2 seasons and then covering some feats only in the manga that are relevant. Though probably leaving out the details. Yeah, put them near light speed, roughly light speed, and 80 teratons.
Ever
Excuse me.
since Cain slew his brother Abel and wetted his fields with his
I've only
blood,
seen this preview
man's
once
greatest fear
for this
has
rundown.
been his fellow
I only watched
man.
this just the one song.
But
Oh,
what
one
if
time,
this
but
fear took on a life of its own?
What if all that negative emotion humans felt for one another spilled from their bodies and congealed?
Oh, the
Forming
liquid
over
effect,
time,
oh,
a
the
living
sound.
being fueled by malice, which believes in nothing but the law of the jungle.
Well, then you'd have the special grade curse with the patch face, Mahito. Oh, I've had people tell me I've become a human disaster curse when I've had too many mojitos.
Mahito is one of the
aka
deadliest
Patch
beings to
Face,
ever
a few
afflict
months old,
mankind.
unregistered
He's no mere
special
mortal,
grade curse,
but a
leader of
cursed
disaster curses,
spirit. And your
fan
mortal
of
spirits exist
J.R.R.
weaker or
Tolkien,
stronger depending on the
name
amount
means
of
true
anxiety,
person, lives in a
jealousy,
society.
and fears humans feel about them.
You see, we live in a society.
Kind of weak. Or the fear of smallpox, getting stronger. Or the fear of fire. Oh, goodbye, Tokyo.
So it
Bye bye,
follows that
Tokyo.
mankind's fear of itself would be extreme.
God, these edits are also clean.
Those negative emotions
So far,
manifest
not
as
as the range
a
of
being
Shigaraki's,
composed
but these are
of
still
cursed
bangers
energy.
edits.
It's basically like evil key. Cursed energy can be used to make spirits way stronger, faster, and tougher than any normal human. And it's invisible, making curses like Mahito impossible for the untrained eye to see. Only a life or death situation can galvanize a normal person to see a cursed spirit.
That also makes cursed spirits virtually immune to physical damage. They may be physically present in space,
Yeah, but then,
can
you know,
only
like,
be harmed by
Shigaraki
attacks that
with,
embody spirit matter
this
like
just shit.
cursed energy.
Which makes curses insanely hard to get rid of, like ghosts, cockroaches, or my ex. That's why you need a
Shijinja?
Jutsu sorcerer to come in and Kaizen the shit out of them. They call it exorcism, but I like the way I said it better.
Curses and sorcerers have battled each other for millennia, waging an endless war over the fate of humanity. Almost exclusively in Japan, though, for some reason.
But
Yeah,
Mahito is special.
Japan gets all
See,
the special
most
shit
curses
that
are
kills
basically
everyone.
dumb animals, but Mahito has so much cursed energy that it gave him sentience.
So he was recruited by Kenjaku alongside other special grade disaster curses to wreak havoc upon the world. In fact, they made Mahito their leader.
And even more frightening than intelligence.
I
and
forget they made
bloodlust,
Mahito the leader of it all.
Possessed philosophy.
Perhaps informed by the tragic meaninglessness of interhuman conflict, Mahito is an existential
Dude, that's a
nihilist,
clean edit.
believing in nothing but his own will to power. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and Mahito is the wolf.
Which also makes him kind of a goofball. If nothing matters, why not have fun with the slaughter? Really get your steps in. He
True.
loves to dig around and toy with your emotions like a cartoon character.
Junpei.
Or slitting your throat.
An appropriate analogy considering his curse technique, idol transfiguration.
Using his cursed energy, Mahito can control
Oh, God, that edit.
just a touch.
That felt
including
wrong,
his
but it
own.
worked.
In fact, he's so good at manipulating his own soul that you can't even kill the bastard without directly targeting
Okay, I
him.
think
In
we got
Jujutsu
to
Kaisen,
where
the soul and the
the
body share an immutable
according
connection.
to his
Whatever happens to
Yaga,
the former
one can
affects
replicate
the
soul
latter.
affections.
This lets Mahito squash,
Okay, so I think this is
shape
where
shift
we
his body
got
into
from the
literally
preview.
anything he wants, like Play-Doh. He can turn his limbs
So
into
many
blades
cloning,
or
soul
clubs, grow
multiply,
wings like a
body
bird or
repel,
fins
domain
like a fish,
expansion,
reform his body
0.2
around
second
injuries,
variant, huh?
or even
Instant
create
body of
clones.
distort killing,
Users
enhanced
are
physical
naturally unharmed by their
exoskeletons,
own
blades.
ability. Should he touch a human, though, his alterations to their body are instantly fatal.
And since he's attacking your soul, those physical wounds are gonna be impossible to heal.
Even if his alteration isn't directly fatal, the human body won't last more than a few moments.
I actually gave
in
a
transfigured state.
comparison to when that
touch.
happened.
That
With
the
that
herpes
chapter
was
thing.
bad.
His powers mean
On
Mahito
Yada.
treats
I think
humans
it's Yada.
as effectively disposable dolls that he can gleefully experiment on. The more casualties, the better, especially if he gets to break
Yay,
your spirit
genocide!
and watch you suffer.
Even more twisted is when he combines two transfigured humans together for soul multiplicity. Essentially a giant torrent of body horror flesh that he repels at an opponent.
Jesus!
Mahito is
I forgot about that
unbelievably
scene, holy
creative with
shit.
this application of idol transfiguration. And despite being
They definitely
a
go more into,
newborn
like, the
curse,
world of
consistently
JJK in
keeps
this, which
experienced
makes
sorcerers on the
sense.
back foot.
It helps that he's a quick study who's picked up a number of different curse techniques, like the Black Flash.
By applying cursed energy within 1 microsecond of an impact with an enemy, space itself will distort, exponentially amplifying its force by a factor of 2.5.
Not only does
What?
this hurt like a mother, it restores your curse technique and gets you fully in the zone.
And would require
It's the meme
reflexes
image.
moving nearly 1,000 times the speed of sound.
Okay.
It's no surprise then that Mahito also unlocked
So
the
slower than
sorcerer
Shigaraki.
techniques, the domain expansion.
Oh shit! More hands! A domain is
The
like a barrier of
hands!
cursed energy, but if you're caught inside, Mahito can use idol transfiguration instantly without even needing to touch you.
It's called the self-embodiment of
God, it's such a good looking
the
edit.
ultimate expression of Mahito's absolute control over his victim's body and soul. The only time it ever failed was against the student sorcerer and Mahito's archenemy, Yuji.
I was waiting for them to mention
Because
Yuji.
not only was Yuji a barf-inducing
As well as-
goody
I'm waiting
two
for
shoes
Sukuna
who
as well.
believed in the inalienable rights of all living things, blah blah blah. He also had a curse inside of him.
Yeah, Sukuna.
King of curses, Sukuna.
Which meant Mahito's ability affected both souls in Yuji's body. Sukuna didn't like that. No surprise, and kicked Mahito's ass, forcing Patchface to fight with a handicap whenever facing his pink-haired menace.
Yuji's belief in the value of human life flew directly in the face of the world that Mahito knew to be cruel and meaningless. So he made it his mission to crush Yuji's spirit before killing him, murdering his friends, defiling their corpses, and brutally
Yeah,
battering them before going
he's
in
a
for the
bastard.
kill.
And he's got the strength to do it. Mahito's one of the most powerful curses in the world. And
God,
his
this music
growth
goes
is
hard.
exponential.
Fellow disaster curse Jogo was able
Other
to
side
summon
materials
a
such as
massive
Curse
meteor
Clash,
capable
Phantom
of
Brace
reducing
show that
a
Mahito
city
is
of
relative
Shibuya
to the
to
Curse
ash.
session. You guys just show
Energy of
Gojo
over
Black Flash.
800
Okay.
kilotons of TNT.
And Mahito can take as good as he can give, especially.
Okay, this music fucking goes hard. What?
Yuji, he evolved.
I want this track.
Unlocking a vastly more powerful form, the instant body of distorted killing.
Yeah,
With armor
that's a
and
name.
skeleton and arm blades.
Land
This
Black
was a
Flash
taste
microsecond,
of the almighty curse
survive.
Mahito was grown
Gojo's
into.
unlimited
A
life for
true
0.2
blight
seconds.
on all mankind.
It wouldn't last. In a bitter battle of resolve, Yuji won out. In a dog-eat-dog world, there was now a bigger wolf.
So
Yeah.
he tucked tail and
God, I
ran
want them to
like a
reference this
bitch.
for the kill.
What do you know? Life suddenly became a whole lot more meaningful the second it looked like it was about
Smiling,
to
friends.
end.
Grateful nihilism, just a bitter hypocrisy in the end.
For him, maybe, but Mahito found a convert in his archenemy. After a battle that wiped out thousands of innocent people, Yuji's youthful spirit
Yeah.
was gone. The only thing left that mattered was exorcising this curse.
In a way, that was Mahito's final victory, the destruction of another human being's soul. He may not have been around to see it.
This was
but
good.
the curse
This was a good
Mahito
rundown.
inflicted on the world would bring it to its knees.
This is also a very good rundown. I like Shigaraki's more
Hey, do you see
overall.
that join button?
That was
Yeah,
very
that
good.
one. That's your ticket to being a death
This is a
metal
24-minute
champion.
episode.
As
Nice.
a champion, you get all sorts of exclusive
I am a
content,
champion! Okay, so
extra
I am.
videos, live chats, and
My
some of us
root
your
and
own
bet is
matchup
still on
ideas. And the
Shigaraki.
support helps us make
They
even better
definitely,
Death
they didn't
Battles.
even give
So
him a
thank you
number for speed,
being
but
a champion.
light dodging, laser shit, way faster.
All right, the
And strength
combatants
flies,
are
that's
set,
clear
and we
state.
run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
So, root and bet still on Shigaraki. Let's fucking see Moro cook! God, this looks so good. Jesus! The facial expression, oh my god! This is gory.
I heard of a powerful villain stalking these parts. My organization is going to tear this putrid world down.
Oh my god, these voices.
We could use a freak of your talents. Little old me. Do I want to be king of the social rejects? How about I bring them your head instead?
Oh, these are good voices.
Fine by me. Let's call this your audition. Sickum.
Yo, the Nomu! Yo! I didn't think they'll give him that quirk. Dude, that was cool! Oh my god! I'm surprised they could see him. Oh, that's cool! Oh!
Game over.
The gamer lingo! Oh, that's cool! That's raw. Oh, that looks so cool.
Actually, just see that.
Oh my god! Moro, holy sh- yeah, the knifey kiss! Oh, the double. Oh! Oh, wait, is it gonna have like that giant train? Oh my god, this looks cool!
Audition over.
No, not the curse train, but that's so cool! Oh my... Oh, the 3 bars! Oh, this is so cool! Oh my god! Dude! This is raw! Rock and raw! Yeah! Yeah, this guy's so mean! Oh, this looks so cool.
I can read your soul. You're just a scared little boy whose daddy is mean and wants to make it everyone else's problem. Grow up.
Oh yeah, all for one, baby! Yeah!
Off my masterpiece.
Yeah! Yeah! Holy shit, yes!
I felt your soul too.
Ah.
You only hate humanity because you were born
Yes!
that way.
Yes!
Totally random.
Yes!
I hate them for a reason.
Oh my god, yes! Yes, right! Run, you little bitch! Run!
You grow up.
Oh, that is cool! Yeah! Oh, that was awesome!
What did I say, Wiz?
We're rewatching that. We're rewatching at least twice.
Complex power sets. This match was a puzzle to figure
Oh
out.
my god, that was awesome!
The 3 categories: physical stats, survivability, and their powers.
But first,
You don't need these for this, but fuck
let
it!
Shigaraki even see Mahito.
Yes!
He's an invisible curse after all.
Cursed energy and quirks are notably different, and Shigaraki wouldn't be able to see curses normally. However, even regular humans can spontaneously develop the ability to see curses in life and death scenarios.
Yeah!
And with the Surge quirk,
Curses are invisible
Shigaraki
to
had
existed
no
to
problem
protect from
tracking
light, and
So
so can
seeing
see.
Mahito
Okay.
wouldn't have been an issue. With that out of the way,
Yeah.
jump into their stats.
This was no contest. Despite the disaster curses being able to destroy entire cities with their cursed energy,
Scale them
Shigaraki's
out.
scale into Deku and
I'll read that
Bakugo meant he
after.
was calculably millions of times
Yeah,
stronger.
way
He
fucking
was
stronger.
faster, too, considering he could
Essentially
react
scale
to
relatives
while
light speed
Mahito's
patience
black
skies and
flash
final arc
snapped
due to
out at
keep up
nearly
with Toto,
1,000
but
times the speed of sound.
he does not
Not to
surpass.
scoff at, but Shiggy was
Yeah,
thousands
at
of
least
times
light
faster.
speed.
Shigaraki takes stats.
Kinda wish they gave a number, but oh well.
A little trickier to figure out.
Yep, in terms of raw durability, Shigaraki was
I want
a
this
lot
track
tougher,
already,
and his
too.
ability to generate new flesh meant that he could heal
Like,
any
for a second,
wounds he might receive super easy.
I'll read the
However,
black boxes
Mahito
after.
is
We're
a
watching
curse
this.
And is immune to the kind of overwhelming physical damage Shigaraki could dish out. Not only that, Mahito's regenerative ability via idle transfiguration meant that he'd come back from anything short of spiritual damage.
Considering Mahito's unique curse body, he should actually get the edge in survivability.
Which
But then
presents a
powers.
Crucial question. Could Shigaraki even kill a curse like Mahito in the first place?
Or
Yes.
would Mahito's unkillability give him the time he needed to eventually put Shiggy down with idle transfiguration?
It all comes down to their power.
Yeah.
Shigaraki had a lot more variety with all of the
I love
crazy
this track
quirks all for
already.
one had
I love this
collected over all the
animation. I love
years.
this track.
None that we know of could properly kill a curse. That didn't mean idle transfiguration was a surefire bet either, though.
Of all things, Shigaraki's vestiges served as a spiritual shield from the effects of idle transfiguration. The fact that Mahito could not avoid targeting Sukuna while attacking Yuji meant that he couldn't target specific souls inside a person.
And
Yeah.
Shiggy has hundreds of soul-like entities inside of him. Sure, each one down means he loses a quirk, but that's more than enough time to land a single
They
hit
still
with
have
Decay.
decay.
Especially
Yeah, exactly.
considering how much faster Shiggy is.
And Mahito has no way to defend against Shigaraki's primary quirk. Decay has affected spiritual beings in the past. Again, vestiges. In fact, he was able to damage
Yeah.
Deku's vestige and have that damage transferred to the Deku in the real world.
Mahito
Oh,
may
shit,
be
for
made
real?
of spirit
Okay.
energy, but he still has a physical form. In fact, sorcerers that couldn't naturally target the soul were able to fight him on even footing. No reason to think Shiggy wouldn't decay him like everyone else.
Giving Shigaraki the third and
Yeah.
final edge. It was a unique
Far stronger, larger arsenal,
Shigaraki's
great power.
overwhelming
Vestige
might,
rod.
unstoppable
Those
powers,
would move on
and
quirk.
deadly decay
Transfigure
spelled the end
regeneration
for the
made nearly
disaster
impossible to
curse.
kill, though
Nothing
decay
else
would
to
kill.
say.
So
You really gotta
Far Soul
hand
Reaker
it to
couldn't individually
Shigaraki.
target
The
Cigarette.
winner
So
is Tomura
okay,
Shigaraki.
let's see what's next. I have no
Next
idea.
time on Death Battle.
What's this? Rip on Terror until it's done? Oh, is it Chief Slayer already?
Subscribe and
Really?
remember to see more Death Battle.
I didn't
Thanks
think
for
we'd get
watching.
Chief Slayer this soon. I thought that'd be like a next year thing. Okay, I won't complain. That's what I voted for the rematch. So, hell yeah, that's what I wanted to win. That's not what I expected, but I will not complain about that. Okay, so that's a 10. That's a 10. That's a 10 out of 10 episode. That might be one of my favorites. I don't know. Let's refresh. Ah, fuck
How a
off.
cybersecurity
Fuck
attack
off,
at
ad.
the
I'm
World
muting.
Hospital.
I'm
I
muting this. Yeah, that's a 10. What the fuck? School life? What the hell? Okay. And then do this real quick. Yeah, I think that's a 10. I think that's a 10 out of 10 episode. Like, I fucking love that. We're gonna rewatch the fight in their conclusion. But I think that's a 10. I think that's just a 10 out of 10. Oh my god, the facial expression on that.
Oh!
Like, Jesus. That is brutal. And look at that facial expression alone. Holy shit, that's pure terror. Oh wait, that kill random vistas? Oh yeah, this is a random vistas that just got murdered.
I'd heard of a powerful villain stalking these parts. My organization is going to tear this putrid world down around us. We could use a freak of your talents.
Little old me. Do I want to be king of the social rejects?
I like these
How
voices.
about I bring them your head instead?
Fine by me. Let's call this your audition, Sickum.
Damn, the Nomu. The 3D on that Nomu. That looks sick. If that's not 3D, that's so the shit hand drawn. But like, just watch how that guy runs. That is so cool. Oh, so good. His shit-eating grin too. Yeah. Like, look at Mahito! Look at that! Look at that shard son of a bitch! That is so good! Oh my god, Moro!
Did you actually just say that?
Yeah.
God, how lame!
Is that Japanese singing? Oh god.
Audition over. Did I get the part?
God, I love that. That's such a raw line.
Decay!
Hey, we finally had our trade fight. Oh.
What a rush!
Dude, this looks so cool. Oh. Yeah, the hand's wrapping around.
Domain expansion.
Oh, I love that. I just know she's fighting the hands off during that.
Need your soul. You're just a scared little boy whose daddy is mean and wants to make it everyone else's problem.
I love that taunting.
Grow up.
Dude, look at this! This looks so sick! I love that fucking background on the hands! One for all?
Hands off my masterpiece.
Who did they get the voice of? I want to know. Who was this voice? Was that also Tom?
I felt yourself too. You only hate humanity because you were born that way.
The running.
Random.
That's gonna be a meme.
And for a reason.
Oh.
Grow up.
Oh, that's so good. That's such a good death. The death wasn't exactly what I had in mind, but fuck, it still did basically what I wanted. I still want like the hand reaching out at the end shot, but that still works. That is so fucking awesome.
Oh, what did I say, Wiz? Like a bitch.
With their
Yeah.
complex power sets, this match was a puzzle to figure out, which is why we're breaking it down.
We're
into
rewatching
three
this too,
categories:
obviously.
physical stats, survivability,
We might have to rewatch
and
the
their
fight one more
powers.
time for the
But
video.
first, let's
I'm gonna
address
rewatch
one
it like
thing.
28 times
Could
sometime.
Shigaraki even see Mahito? He's an invisible curse after all.
Cursed energy and quirks are notably different, and Shigaraki wouldn't be able to see curses normally. However, even regular humans can spontaneously develop the ability to see curses in
Yeah.
life and death scenarios. And with the Surge quirk,
Curses are invisible due to existing on different spectrum of light than what normal people can see. Extrasensory abilities like Shigaraki's that do not rely on visible light would be unimpeded. That's definitely an argument to make as for how Shigaraki could see Mahito. I know the main one was just Danger Sense, and also I think a combination of some of All for One's other quirks. But that still works. I think that's definitely a good explanation as for why.
Shigaraki would have had no problem tracking it.
Zeus
And
seeing
I want to read this.
And with the
There
Surge
again.
quirk,
Search.
Shigaraki would
Okay, yeah,
have
they
no
did mention
problem
search.
tracking it.
Zeus seeing Mahito wouldn't have been an issue. With that out of the way, we can jump into their stats.
This was no contest.
Mahito could tenaciously scale to Maya and Yozaru. Why can I not say that? That should be an easy name to say. Yozaru construction techniques due to his status as special grade disaster curse, but these would still not surpass Shigaraki's strength. I wish they kind of gave an example of that, but
Despite
that's
the
fine.
disaster curses being able to destroy entire cities with their cursed energy, Shigaraki scaling to Deku and Bakugo meant he was calculably millions of times stronger.
Okay, also, weird they said megatons when they did kill it. I was kind of thinking, oh, they're going to give Mahito a megaton feat? Because they said, like, 8 million, 80 million, or 1,000, whatever the fuck, megatons. That's weird. I mean, it's not a big issue. That's nitpicky. I'm nitpicking with that comment, but still.
He was faster, too, considering he could react to light beams, while Mahito's Black Flash capped out at nearly 1,000 times the speed of sound. Nothing to scoff at, but Shiggy was thousands
way
of
slower.
times faster. Shigaraki takes stats.
Oh, shit. Mahito could potentially scale to relativistic and light speeds from Jujutsu Kaisen final arc due to keeping up with Todo, but these still would not surpass Shigaraki's
But
speed.
Shiggy was thousands of times faster. Shigaraki takes stats.
But survivability was a little trickier to figure out.
Yep, in terms of raw durability, Shigaraki was a lot tougher, and his ability to generate
Idle Transfiguration's unique ability to nullify regeneration, like reverse curse techniques, is predicted on it damaging souls. Mahito could not with the search and directly target the super regeneration vestiges. Therefore, he cannot stop Shigaraki from healing bodily injuries. Okay, that's awesome.
meant that he could heal.
So that quirk actually is something that didn't come up too often, or at least I didn't notice that argument come up too often. It probably did at some point, but yeah, that's a good argument to make.
Any wounds he might receive, super easy.
However, Mahito is a curse and is
Fuck
immune
off.
to the kind of overwhelming
I'll
physical
buy a
damage
figure maybe
Shigaraki can
later.
dish out. Not only that, Mahito's regenerative ability via idle transfiguration meant that he'd come back from anything short of spiritual damage.
Considering Mahito's unique curse body, he should actually get the edge in survivability.
Which presents
Weird
a crucial
kind of point. I
Could
think that does
Shigaraki
kind of.
even
So I think like that kind of being like a point focused on kind of shows kind of how these 3 different categories or this number of different categories is kind of a wonky type thing. I get it. I get what they're going for. I don't think it's needed for like every matchup. Like Among Guys, this Tioker were kind of cases where like you could have gone without it.
kill a curse like Mahito in
Cheat Slayer also will probably be that.
the first place?
Or would Mahito's unkillability give him the time he needed to eventually put Shiggy down with idle transfiguration?
It all comes down to their powers.
Shigaraki had a lot more variety with all of the crazy quirks All For One had collected over all the years, but none that we know of could properly kill a curse. That didn't mean idle transfiguration was a surefire bet either, though.
Of all things,
Shigaraki survived multiple one-for-all transfer attacks from Deku, which directly attacked the soul and reflect identical damage onto the body, just like idle transformation. His body evolved to counter these punches automatically.
These vestiges served as a spiritual shield from the effects of idle transfiguration. The fact that Mahito could not avoid targeting Sukuna while attacking Yuji meant that he couldn't target specific souls inside a person.
And Shiggy has hundreds of soul-like entities inside of him. Sure, each one down means he loses a quirk, but that's more than enough time to land a single hit with Decay, especially considering how much faster Shiggy is.
And Mahito has no way.
Even if Shigaraki could not target spiritual matter, Nanami states that a curse like Mahito could still die after expending all of their curse energy. Given Shigaraki's massive physical advantage, arsenal of abilities, and proven 45-day stamina versus Gigantomachia, he easily wins the war of attrition. That could be actually a neat point to brought verbally, but that's so fine to be Black Box.
Shigaraki's primary quirk. Decay has affected spiritual beings in the past. Again, vestiges. In fact, he was able to damage Deku's vestige and have that damage transferred to the Deku in the real world.
Also should note that since he can't directly target Shigaraki's soul and Shigaraki's own vestiges, or soul kind of resisted getting taken over by All For One's vestiges, that Mahito would not really be able to get to the Decay quirk at all before getting killed numerous times over.
Mahito may be made of spirit energy, but he still has a physical form. In fact, sorcery.
Shigaraki's soul is additionally shielded by a barrier of pure hatred. Distinct from his soul itself, idle transfiguration has been blocked by Nanami's curse energy, which is born from negative emotions like hatred. Who the fuck is Nanami? I forget. There's so many JJK characters, I forgot some of them.
That couldn't naturally target the soul were able to fight him on even footing. No reason to think Shiggy
Transfiguration allowed Mahito to separate parts of his body affected by decay before affected spread. However, with Shigaraki's overwhelming speed advantage, he could not do so forever.
wouldn't decay him like everyone else.
Giving Shigaraki the third and final edge. It was a unique
And then Shigaraki, far stronger, larger arsenal, and array of powers. Feshes protects from idle transfiguration, though this would remove one of his quirks, inferior regeneration. Mahito, regeneration made him nearly impossible to kill, though decay could target his soul and kill him. Far slower and weaker, couldn't individually target Shigaraki's soul.
duel to the death, but Shigaraki's overwhelming might, unstoppable powers, and deadly decay spelled the end for the disaster curse.
Nothing else
That's
to
a good
say.
conclusion.
You
Really
gotta
solid
hand it to
conclusion.
Shigaraki.
The winner is Tomura Shigaraki.
And then I wanna rewatch. We'll watch this part again real quick. I want to rewatch the
Time
fight after
on
that.
Death Battle.
Rip and tear until it's done.
Subscribe.
Yeah, Chief Slayer. I guess I'll give my quick thoughts on this before we rewatch the fight one more time because I fucking love that fight. But I'm excited for Chief Slayer. I didn't think we'd get this soon. I thought this would maybe either be like late into the year or next year, possibly earlier or so next year. But I will not complain about getting Chief Slayer. I love this matchup a lot. It is cool. This was the matchup I voted. This and Shad2 I voted for the rematch. But this was the one I wanted to win. I've been wanting this rematch for a good couple years, and it's not because, I want Doomslayer to fucking obliterate Chief. I do not give a shit. Because, like, I rewatched the original episode, I'm like, this would be really fucking sick in 3D. This is already a pretty popular request for a rematch. I would love to see this in 3D. We haven't had a FPS fight since I think this one, unless you count Tracer Scout, which, sure, you can count that. But I am super excited for this. I was kind of thinking with the next one to be something we didn't already know, because going by the the order that they've been doing, but it's fine that we're doing another one that we do know of already. Though I would like if the next one will probably be either Wily Tom or something we don't actually know of yet. But Chief Slayer, I'm happy we are getting this. I am excited for this. I like this matchup. It was in my top 100 most wanted, the rematch for this.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more.
And we're gonna rewatch that fight one more time, just the fight. We don't have to do the analysis again, but. And I'll get my thoughts on the overall thing after that. Like we have to watch this fight again. This is awesome. Like the brains that are going around too, Jesus.
I'd heard of a powerful villain stalking these parts. My organization is going to tear this putrid world down around us. We could use a freak of your talents.
Little old me. Do I want to be king of the social rejects? How about I bring them your head instead?
Fine by me. Let's call this your audition, Sickum.
Yeah, I love that. That is cool. God, that's cool.
Game over.
I love this screenshot. Holy
Did you
shit.
actually just see that?
How lame!
I love this fight. We finally have another good My Hero episode. Hell yeah.
Audition over.
Did I get the part?
Decay.
The rivet stab going through those hands. That's cool.
What a rush!
God, it looks so cool. These forms look so sick. I love that he actually got a bit ripped off there. I didn't realize that until now.
That all you got?
Domain expansion.
Oh, the hands.
I can read your soul. You're just a scared little boy whose daddy is mean and wants to make it everyone else's problem. Grow up.
I love that. The line delivery in this. Holy shit.
Hands off my masterpiece.
He took him out of the form too. Oh my god, I just noticed that. How did I not know so now?
I felt your soul too. You only hate humanity because you were born that way.
That's gonna be a meme, I know it.
I hate them for a reason. You grow up.
Oh, the fucking subway getting destroyed around now. Holy shit. Okay, so let's leave it on the winner screen. We're gonna leave it right here. A bit
The
farther.
winner is Tomura Shigaraki.
Okay, we'll leave it right here. That's fucking awesome. Okay, so rundowns. These are great. I've loved Shigaraki's. I love the blend of like. It's mainly talking about like his story, and fuck yeah, that's what I want. I mainly want to be story discussion, talking about Shigaraki's story and just like beginning to end, and like the edits in that. The edits are so fucking good. Those edits are clean, dude. They are clean. They are raw. DJ, what the fuck? This episode kind of convinced me DJ and Moro are not human. They are not human. They are different. They are above they are above us with their skill. And then Mahito's rundown, it was definitely more talking about like the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, which perfectly fine. Gojo's mainly just talked about his ability, which that's fine. I don't hate. I don't think Gojo's rundown is as bad as everyone makes it out to be, but that is mostly because the edits there are fucking raw. But My Hero's Rundown, definitely a step up, as it did cover a lot more of the world of Jujutsu Kaisen. And I do like how it kind of talked a bit like of the mirroring of Yuji and Mahito. That's just Sukuna, that shit going on there. And they did cover like his Mahito's abilities really as well as like his impact after his death. That was cool. That was not something I expected, but I will take that. And the fight, you saw me reacting. You heard me go fucking ape shit over how fucking raw this fight is. Like, I love this. Oh fuck, excuse me, I'm done. I'm throwing up from pure joy. Like, the fight was fucking awesome. Like, okay, so animation, it's clean. There's a few bits of like kind of looking a bit jank, though. Every time it is there, it kind of feels fitting because it's mainly for like Mahito. Where yeah, Mahito really janky son of a bitch. Like he's a body horror dude, so I'm honestly fine with the jank. It doesn't take me out of the fight at all. And whenever it's there, it's not like too distracting. There is some with Shigaraki, but kind of a similar case as Mahito in that regard. And like that death is so fucking good. That death is awesome. I love the Mahito running away with his tail between his legs like a little bitch, only to get fucking killed, to get obliterated. Like, I love that. It's not exactly what I envisioned, but it was close to what I wanted. Like, it was close to getting exactly what I wanted from the kill. To the point where, like, it's not 1-to-1, but I will take it. It was awesome. Like, everything leading up to the fight was awesome. Fucking awesome! Like, the hand drawn here is so good. Look, the facial expression on that one lady. Like, that's pure horror. I love that. I cannot stop gushing over this. This is so good. This is so fucking great, dude. Oh, and I love a lot of the animation here. The animation, like, I cannot praise it enough. I cannot praise this hand drawn enough. I am so glad Moro came along and decided to fucking just flex his skills as an animator with this fight. Like, oh my god, I'm so glad he did that. Holy shit, it was so good. And like the banter here, I really like the banter. I loved it. I love how Mahito's just kind of shit talking a lot, and how like Shigaraki, he could kind of use some gamer lingo, but that's fine. It fit. It was cool. I love that. I fucking love the banter. And the voice actors here are also really good. They definitely capture the personalities here of their characters. I love that. And they're like the fucking the all for one coming in the fucking in the Visage world. I forgot what it's actually called. Mental State. I think it's called Mental Scape. I think it's called that. I love that. I love that there. That was great. I loved it. Just wow. I want to kiss it. And their explanation was really good. They covered a lot of different parts. Some parts I didn't even think they would cover. And yeah, I mean, it's very obvious, straightforward with most of it. While also it keeps enough length on there to discuss all these different little aspects about like like curses and all that shit, and how Shigaraki could counter Mahito idol transformation, as well as the like whole Vista shit going on. I like that. I love that. I love this episode. I love it. I am so glad My Hero Academia has more than one good episode now. Might can have a brother and then switch to villain. Hell yeah. This was the first time they looked at villains, and god, they did it great. I love this. This is a high 10. This might be in my top 10 episodes. It might just be in my top 10 episodes. Oh my god. And then next time, like I said, also the music. The music here, I like the music. I want to listen to it by itself on repeat over and over and over. I want it. I want it so badly. It is good. And then next time, this is Master Chief Demon Slayer. I'm excited for that. I am excited. This is a great matchup. I know a lot of people bash it because it's a stomp, and try to make the argument that people only request it because of it being a stomp. I don't know where the fuck those people are coming from. They're weird, but I'm excited for that. I didn't really expect this to be next, but I'm excited for it. This will definitely be 3D. This could be the Torian episode, but I feel like this might be Devil Artemis, and I'm sure he'll do a good job here. I'm sure he will definitely. He'll add the touches on this that is needed. I love this episode. This is a high 10, one of my favorite episodes. I'm excited for the next. And I think I've been here for like an hour, but anyways, love this. Again, watch the episode if you haven't, and then if you have, watch it 20 more times. And yeah, peace.